Last week on Wrestle Buds, these things happened.
He's Canadian.
I disagree. No, but like his character is Italian.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that because he debuted in Italy.
Yeah,
I forgot
he came
about
out of the crowd in Italy.
I like him actually.
Samamagana.
And now a new episode of Wrestle Buds.
Hey friends, welcome to Wrestle Buds at the corners of Friendship Avenue and Wrestling Boulevard. I am your host, Matt Elfring. With me as always is the delightful Chris Hayner. Chris, hi.
Hey, Matt. Greetings from novice drummer and one half of this podcast, Chris Hayner. Matt, I bought a drumming practice pad and I started learning
Paradiddles?
Your
paradiddles?
Yeah, and I got a practice pad on a snare stand. I got my sticks. I have my setup downstairs because I do it when I come back. I do it when I come back from my bike ride. I work out my legs when I get home and I pound away on the drum pad for a while. I have some lessons I've learned from like instructional YouTube channels, and then I usually turn on my favorite Beach Boys album and pound on it until it's time to move on with the rest of my day. And you know what? It's pretty good.
I love playing drums
pretty good.
So much. I like putting on an album, playing along to it. Usually something very heavy and fast, break a sweat.
Yeah, like me. It's the Beach Boys live in Nebworth, England, 1981.
That could be nice.
California Girl. It's like a speed metal song.
Could be a nice. I mean, you could chill it. I like to do like a lot of movement while I'm playing though, so it feels like a workout.
I've noticed that even though I don't know what I'm doing, like there are parts where I'm shouting out to the crowd with my sticks that isn't there. Do you know what I mean?
And this time next week, the night this episode comes out, I will be doing stand-up comedy again.
Really? You locked in?
I am locked in doing a show the 30th, so July 30th at 8 p.m. in Aurora.
As Matt Elfring?
No.
As Joey Savior?
Yes, but with a completely brand new everything's different set.
Are you going to have some like a friend there record it for you? And follow-up question.
Yeah.
Can you and then send it to me?
I've been like when I used to do stand-up, there was if it's just me, you can record me doing stand-up. But if I was doing character work, there was a very strict, like, no, you can't film this. This is meant for the audience, not for outside consumption.
That's true.
Especially with Joey Savior, because
the one Joey Savior show I went to was pretty controversial.
He's a scumbag. Over Zoom. It's meant to be horrible.
Yeah.
But you quickly learn that like, oh, he knows I don't know. It's Joey Savior is a very weird discussion in how much I hate like first timer, like men comedians with all the confidence in the world.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
I really wish I was I really wish I was like a wealthy type. So I could just kind of like show up unannounced and be like, I'm here for Joe. Like I would have a Joey Savior t-shirt made. I would be the fan in the crowd.
Chris, there were at one point in time, probably at the height of Joey Savior, there were, I was selling Joey Savior playing card sets that had a picture of Joey Savior done by a professional photographer on the back of each card.
Do you still have any of those?
No, I gave the last one away a few years ago.
Oh man.
But I had I did photo shoots. And I invited fans to the photo shoots to watch me get my picture taken by a photographer.
And now Joey Savior is a wrestling superstar in the WBWF.
He certainly is. And you know who else is this recently, Chris? You have the bear. I have DDDDP, the Don't Do Drugs Panda.
Yes. I think he's a bear's drug-addled cousin, for sure. Because he doesn't look like a panda. He has a panda head, but then he's very skin and bones, this guy.
Yeah. Well, obviously the DDDDP is a mascot for the DDDDP program, which
You're saying
tells you
one too many D's.
It's like when I say San Diego Comic-Con, I'm like, are you guys going to SDCCCCCCCC? And I'm just like on repeat malfunction.
Which as we record is preview night is happening right now at San Diego Comic-Con. I can't wait to see what kind of weirdo wrestling action figures are born out of this event. Get ready for an world. You'll already know because it's happened. We don't know because it hasn't happened yet, but I'm calling it. There's going to be an outright silly amount of Danhausen toys revealed during Comic-Con.
I might have the email for that. Also, we're revealing a bunch of stuff with Oni Press that I'm very excited about.
Nice.
Yeah.
You have an email for what?
What Mattel's doing.
Oh, I don't have that. I'm not in the industry anymore, it turns out.
Neither am I, but I still get the emails. Chris, I think one of the favorite things people who talk about wrestling, anytime you hear a wrestling interview, the interviewer at one point is going to say to the wrestler, "What's your Mount Rushmore?" Your Mount?
Yeah.
What's your
of what? Of anything,
of wrestling,
really.
Of wrestling. What's your Mount Rushmore?
What's your wrestling Mount Rushmore?
Who are your founding fathers of wrestling?
Yeah. And the answer is obviously are George Hackenschmidt,
Simon Gotch.
Yep, Gorgeous George, and
a bear.
Flyboy Rocco Rock from the Public Enemy. Yeah, right.
And the bear Simon Gotch wrestled, right? That's how that happened.
yeah. Simon Gotch, one half of the Vaudevillains.
Oh God, I went with the wrong Gotch.
Wait, no, you might. I don't know if you did or not. George the Animal Gotch is who I think you're thinking of.
Using the internet.
Oh,
Frank Gotch. Apologize.
Frank Gotch.
I did definitely go with I went with Vaudevillain.
Frank Gotch versus a bear. Man, I'm going to say this. You know what? You remember the Vaudevillains? They were, I don't know about you, they were like my favorite team for a while because the gimmick was so my garbage.
Chris, you know damn well I loved them. I had Matt, who was Aiden English, on 3 or 4 of my different podcasts over the past few years. And
I don't listen to podcasts. Podcasts are
true.
lame.
Big shout out to Matt.
I think they dropped the ball because it was Simon Gotch and the other Aiden English.
Mm-hmm.
I think they dropped the ball by not having Aiden English just be a bear. Like finally Gotch and Bear unite.
He was the guy, like, I remember when I was watching early NXT, maybe this was like kind of middle of NXT, but I was trying to explain to someone like why I loved NXT at the time because it was very experimental. I told the person, like, there was this wrestler who sings his own entrance music coming to the ring. It's different every time. And he's trying to he's using wrestling as a stepping stone to Broadway. Like that's the character.
I wish I still had my Vaudevillains t-shirt. I don't know what happened. It stopped fitting when I didn't wear that size anymore. And I had to throw out most of my very, very large shirts. But I wish I could go back and buy one now. Anyway, the Mount Rushmore of wrestling, which we named. So we're done. So episode over.
Yeah, that was my Mount Rushmore of wrestlers that attended Columbia College that I know of. Matt Raywald and Rebecca Quinn.
2.
Yep.
And you.
I'm not a wrestler.
I know, but you're in the wrestling sphere because we're Matt, I don't whether you like it or not, we are wrestling influencers.
We influence a dozen people.
At least
a dozen.
And you can be one of those people. If you go down to the description of this episode, join us in Discord. We're having some silly fun. The official Wrestle Buds Discord is popping off and you should come hang out with us. And while you're there, head over to patreon.com/WrestleBuds and sign up for the free tier and get some hot Wrestle Buds Wrestle Federation action. That is where Matt and I color commentate WWE 2K26 matches between wrestlers that we have created. And oh boy, there are some fun ones. And finally, one of my favorite creations is coming soon because I'm finally going to be able to upload it to Matt. And that's the evil alternate dimension version of Matt, mean Matt Elfring, who has a Joker tattoo on the back of his head. He has the Jim the Anvil Neidhart beard, and
don't care.
He's a really cool guy.
And if you're in the Discord, you can usually get updates on what I'm working on. I've been doing day by day updates of me doing Don't Do Drugs
DDDP.
Panda. Yeah, DDDP. Let's talk about some Mount Rushmores, Chris.
Yeah, so basically Matt and I have come up with a list of Mount Rushmores of something wrestling adjacent. We're going to pitch to each other, and then we're going to have to fill. Matt and I have not run our lists by each other. I think I pitched one of mine to him because I want you to know that this is how dumb I'm getting. But other than that, I don't think we really have any.
Chris, I wrote down, here's what's going to be really funny. All of my wrestling Mount Rushmores topics are serious.
Oh, did you really?
Yep.
Oh, wow. This will be fun.
Yeah.
Some of mine are legit, like legit in a silly way or legit in a not very serious way. But like, then there's some where it's like, I think you'll enjoy.
Oh, Chris, I want to jump in. This is hold on.
Oh,
hey, it's warning of the week. Chris, I was looking on Cameo because we talked about doing an episode at one point where we just spent money on cameos for each other, which I still think is funny. And I was looking through wrestling Cameo. I'm like, oh, I want like Big E to send me one. It was $75. I'm like, not worth it.
Yeah.
I love you, Big E, but I don't have that much money.
Also, I feel like if not us, I know I have people in common with him that we could
get him on the show.
Happen for free.
Yeah, we could. I thought it'd be very, very, very funny to get one from Matt Raywald in English.
The guy you know?
Yeah, I know the guy whose phone number I have.
Oh, so what's the warning?
Oh, the warning was, so I was searching through Cameo and I'm like looking around and I came across Joey Ryan. We all know Joey Ryan, alleged sex offender, probably a man
alleged,
who became
reportedly,
and who's been blackballed
accused
from wrestling, accused, whatever. He's gross. And I was like,
the dick flip guy.
The
you
dick
guys
flip
remember
guy.
this guy?
Yeah.
It's like, man, one day we should have like a behind the paywall chat, because like I was there for like the beginning of his career, seeing him wrestle in like armories and like swap meets and stuff in Los Angeles when he was like, his gimmick was the Christian wrestler.
Chris, you and I were together when I met him and talked to him for 20 minutes.
Where was that?
Brooklyn. Actually, sorry, Queens.
Oh, that you're at Mania.
DDT Pro coming to America.
Like 15 years before that, I was watching him wrestle in front of 20 people. And I remember he was in a faction with Funky Billy Kim and Scott Lost. Scott
Lost.
Scott Lost was his name. Scott Lost retired from the. Yeah. Scott Lost was I think for me personally, Scott Lost was the star of that group.
Chris, he's a comic book writer. He went on to do comics. That's why I know him. Yeah.
He retired from the ring and pursued comics because that was his passion, and it worked out. But so it's him, Scott, and they were the X Foundation was their name, and it was basically like they wanted to be the X-Men, so they dressed in vaguely X-Men like things. And then Joey got injured. Scott and Billy kind of went and did their own thing, and when Joey came back, he came back wearing a green singlet with a cross on it. His whole thing was like he was reborn. He's the Christian wrestler now. It's like it's a whole thing. Scott Lost eventually went on to form one of my favorite tag teams, Arrogance, with a guy named Chris Bosch, not the basketball player.
Basketball player, got it.
Not the basketball player, got it. Who his whole thing was, their whole thing was like they said horrible things. That was their gig. It was early aughts try hard nonsense. But Bosch's finishing move was that it was like that, the blood sport thing where Van Dam's like, yeah, he did that, but it was always a punch to the dick.
As you do.
and honestly, it was a very, very funny bit, especially in like 2006, 2007, like indie wrestling in Southern California. That's all I have to say.
Anyway, back to the Joey Ryan report on Cameo. So I saw he was on Cameo and I'm like, that's weird. Like it was price slashed down even more. I'm like, that's weird that he's on here, like still trying. And I look back, I'm like, okay, like no one's really done it in the past few years. But then I came across one from, I think this year, or two this
Ooh.
year. One was normal. I kind of watched and he's just like, hey, just giving you some words of inspiration and courage and blah, 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 blah. The next one was him laying in bed shirtless. And it was to a woman he was leaving this cameo. And it was very creepy. I don't have anything written down. But it was just, I was so taken back by like, oh, he's doing a cameo for a guy. He's just kind of talking to him. Oh, a cameo for a girl. Oh, he's laying down shirtless and being like very creepy, but trying not to come off as creepy.
Lascivious.
So based on that, Joey Ryan still seems gross.
This has been your Wrestle Buds cameo update.
I do spend a lot of time looking through the cameo. Anyways, Chris, Mount Rushmore.
I have recently, but weirdly, it's never wrestlers because I feel like the wrestling stuff hasn't changed from when I looked like several years ago. It's a lot of the same people, except now WWE wrestlers cost an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
But I love finding like older TV actors, old sitcom and like 70s actors. Like that's my bread and butter.
If you want us to, shout us, have us shout you out. Just, I don't know, like hit us up online.
Yeah. Just find us anywhere online. We're not going to charge you.
I mean, you can sign up for Patreon and we'll charge you, but like, you can also just say my name on the show and then we'll keep doing that until the show gets too big or too many people ask.
But also, we will do. I'll say this: if you right, this is not that there isn't. I don't know what the expiration date is on this. There will be an expiration date because I won't do this forever. But like, yeah, if you find us online and request a cameo, I will just do it for free. I don't even care. That is how convinced I am that nobody wants that. I will just do them for free.
I'll do it on Instagram.
I won't say anything problematic. So don't be like, talk about this. And I'm like, no. But
Mount Rushmores, Chris. Do you
want to go first?
Let's start off hot, Chris. Let's just start off with a real serious normal one. Mount Rushmore.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Mount
very
Rushmore
serious ones.
Of wrestlers. Singles wrestlers.
Hmm? Do you want to go one by one like I do one, you do one, I do one until we both have our 4?
Yes.
My first it's so that now I'm overthinking it because it's not favorite wrestlers, it's wrestlers.
Yes.
Like
no, let's do an overall Mount Rushmore of wrestlers that includes in-ring ability, that also includes like character work, and like it includes everything that encompasses what a professional wrestler. I put professional in quotes and I didn't mean to. A professional wrestler should be.
Okay.
I think that evens. I don't want to talk about in-ring workers. I want to talk about like a wrestler.
It's got the complete package, the total package, if you will.
Package.
I'm not picking Lex Luger. I love Lex Luger, but I'm not picking Lex Luger. You know what? I'm actually going to say my first one then is Shawn Michaels. I think Shawn Michaels is the perfect package of in-ring work, promo work, character work, and especially like that Heartbreak Kid gimmick. Mm-hmm. So well. Leader of arguably the greatest, but definitely one of the greatest factions of all time. Ushered in the Attitude Era. Shawn Michaels.
Chris, that he's actually on my list as well, but I'll just speak to him for a moment as well. Everything that you've said, in addition, has one of the most memorable heel turns in early WWF history with the barbershop moment with Marty Jannetty. I would also love to say that he is a wrestler that transitioned well through different eras, from like goody two shoes 90s tag team wrestling into the Attitude Era as, you know, the anti-hero, but then also transitioned as a character in person to like his feuding with Undertaker and, you know, post DX stuff. I think he had such a good run and good switch up between gimmicks and personalities. Like he's so well-rounded.
And now think about this, Matt, like early NXT soared because they had Dusty Rhodes there showing them the way. Current NXT has Shawn Michaels there showing them the way. Like NXT wrestlers are the luckiest wrestlers on the planet because they seem to get like the just the exact right people in there to show you how to become a star.
And here's the thing I want to say to that, though, that's kind of bugs me. Like, we're going to get amazing in-ring work from the new NXT wrestlers. We won't get that, and I don't think WWE wants this, but we won't get those like over the top fun, like people getting to dive in and chew on these weird characters, which is what I loved about NXT. Like, you're not going to get another Leo Kruger, you know?
Yeah.
But you're also not going to get another Bull Dempsey, which is fine.
I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm talking about Bull Fit Bull Dempsey, not
okay.
Wrecking Ball Bull Dempsey, which I kind of liked.
Yeah. All right. So my number one face on that mountain is Shawn Michaels, and it's specifically, I'm going to say it's Shawn Michaels. The face that's carved into it is when he had his hair braided and he had like I think it was for a WrestleMania. I think it was the WrestleMania versus Austin where the hair was braided, like a braided ponytail in the back. That's the Shawn Michaels I would have.
I will go with my I'm not ranking them. They're just the four faces up there for me. There's no I'm going to go with Bret Hart, Chris. Real controversial pick for every person that's ever played this game. Aside from the fact he's one of the best technical wrestlers in the history of wrestling, one of the things I loved about him was being the first real role model kids could look up to post the Hogan era. Like, he's the first person that really grabbed people's attention, not just because he's a big guy, but like, he was a great wrestler. He had a good personality. What I really, really, really loved about Bret Hart was the fact that he stood up to Vince McMahon and spit in his face. Like, he was a guy who stood up for his own values, you know, like you don't get that too much. It'd be very vocal about a company that's done you wrong.
Yeah.
But his WCW run was complete and utter BS. I hate it. It's not his fault. It's everyone else's fault on that one.
Sure. I'll be honest. I'm not a big Bret Hart fan. I never really was. Like, I understand Bret Hart from a historical perspective. Like, he's a very important piece of the puzzle when he shows up. Now, like, I guess it's been a while now, but when he used to show up, it was cool. It was just never my thing. But I understand, like, that it makes sense to me. Like, and also it's hard. You can't have a Shawn without a Bret, you know?
That's the other thing too. It's like their rivalry was so good during that. That's one of the things that kind of kept that early era alive, you know, up until Survivor Series 96.
Yeah.
Like, that was one of the shining moments from 95 to 96 was that feud. Because 95 WWF is, as I know, I've watched every episode of Raw. It was rough.
Man, Mountain Rock.
If you play WWE 2K26 and download looking for the hashtag Wrestle Buds, you can find a sign for your wrestlers at the side of the ring. That's Man Mountain Rock. I am not joking. I put it up there.
Well, I gotta go get that. My Chris, number two, Matt. Yes. My personal number one of all time, and I think very deserving of a spot there. And that would, of course, be Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero, for my money, is the perfect package of a wrestler, especially once he was able to sort of put his demons behind him and like really rise to the level like he became. I don't think any of us expected to see WWE champion Eddie Guerrero. But like, man, the dude could talk, the dude could work, the dude was so like honed in, and the way he evolved that the Latino Heat character, like in WCW, he was Eddie Guerrero, like kick-ass wrestler and like putting on amazing matches. I feel like he got to really get like, and the feud with Chavo where he made Chavo wear an Eddie Guerrero is my favorite wrestler t-shirt.
The feud with Rey Mysterio.
The feud with Rey Mysterio is excellent, but I mean from a character standpoint.
Oh yeah.
Like just from like a performance, an out of the ring performance standpoint. But then it was like in WWE starting off as one of the Radicals, evolving into like China's boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And then from there into Los Guerreros and the Lie, Cheat and Steal and refining that over a series of years. Like, God, it was so good. And it really kills me because like, Lord knows what he would be like now if he had still been here. Like, yeah. I would hope he was retired by now because he would deserve that. But Yeah, Eddie Guerrero. I love Eddie.
Chris, not on my list of all-time wrestlers for this, which he is on another a list that I would have, but I'm going to go with one that's a kind of controversial that's on my best of, Chris Jericho.
Yes.
I only say controversial because he himself's a bit carny and can be controversial as a personality outside of the ring. His wife is a J6er, I believe. Allegedly.
Reported. There may or may not have been a photo of her at the Capitol on January 6th.
But how many people can you say like there are true journeymen in wrestling nowadays that have gone through all the eras of, I mean, he was in Japan, he was in Mexico, WCW, short stint in ECW, if I remember correctly.
Short stint in ECW, yeah.
WWE, AEW, New Japan, like he has done it all over the world.
Ring of Honor. He's a former Ring of Honor world champion.
Consistently put on great matches, and yeah, he's slowing down in his older age, and some of his gimmicks now have been very bad, but like he has,
I don't know that they've been bad. They just haven't had the punch or the panache of his previous ones. Like for my money, I think the last great Jericho moment we had was probably the musical performance with MJF that they did during that feud.
Yes.
But like you're right. The way Jericho has, and he's always been very open about it. Like wrestling is evolution. If you don't change, you get left behind. So he's always sort of changed things up as he goes forward. I don't understand the change he has now where he doesn't go by Chris Jericho anymore. He only goes by Jericho now.
Sure.
Whatever.
I don't know.
But he's feuding with Tommaso Ciampa, and it's a banger little feud, you know.
I still like seeing him in the ring. He can't do what he used to do, but like I think he's transitioned nicely into the older wrestler that's like kind of a beefy powerhouse, but you know, he's older. Like you see a lot of guys kind of move into that role that were younger high flyers.
I was really hoping we would see him back in WWE before this most recent return to AEW, but I like it.
I like him in AEW. I really do.
I do. I think the Judas entrance is really like, I noticed they don't sing it as much anymore, but I think just because like the AEW crowd has evolved the AEW live crowd has evolved quite a bit. And now singing to your song is the thing that all those WWE people do, and WWE people are stupid
because tribalism. Just let people do what they want to like. Yes, Randy Orton's entrance music is terrible, but let him sing. And don't get mad they sing. You guys can sing, Judas. You guys can go ahead and do it. On this day, I see clearly. Sing along with the Cope and Metalingus.
I'm just going to say, like, the small aside bracket. Man has Cope's getting old.
Yeah.
He's looking more and more like his character Kettle Flatnose from Vikings.
He is.
But he's taken over for Mick Foley in the best beard in the business game. Like he's got this perfect beard. It's
better than
good.
Better than Wheeler Yuta?
Wheeler Yuta grows a beard like I grow a beard. Big, bushy, and weird looking.
That's my Wheeler Yuta fanboy beard. Fact of the week. I love Wheeler Yuta's beard.
Well, we now know who Matt's number 3 is going to be.
I miss his hair. I miss his beautiful long hair.
My number 3.
This would be your 4th.
This would be 3rd. It's Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, okay, this is your 3rd then.
And Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah.
I love Macho Man. He's one of my favorite. Like I was obsessed with him. He was the thing that as a kid I sparked to. Like, so for me, I was like, oh, this is what wrestling is. This guy wearing a neon green cowboy hat with fringe hanging off his jacket, spinning in circles and going, ooh, yeah. Like, this is amazing. And then it turned out he was also super dope in the ring. Like as a kid, it was him and Roddy for me. And now I look back on a lot of Macho stuff and like, he's really, really, really good. He's just really, really, really good. He has the charisma of a Hogan, but with actual lots of wrestling talent. Not, and that's not, and I don't mean to, I'm not trying to slam Hogan, but like the 5 moves of doom is a thing that was born out of Hulk Hogan. He did his 5 spots and they were super over with the crowd. And that's all he had to do. Macho was out there doing matches.
Like him and I know we always talk about it, or not we, wrestling fans in general always talk about him and Steamboat, but I feel like Savage and Steamboat were so ahead of their time when it comes to like having
Lord
good
Almighty.
matches. Like that's how people think now, was how they did it back then. They tell stories in the ring. So Macho Man, that's your
Macho
guy.
Man. Yeah, I love him. My first piece of wrestling merchandise ever is, and I'm sure I've told this story on the podcast about 1 billion times, is I went to a WWF house show as a kid. It was the first time my mother let me go somewhere alone. And I'm pretty sure it's because neither her or my dad wanted to go see wrestling because they didn't care. And I went to a WWF house show. I was sitting up in the stands, but this was the early 90s. So there wasn't people barring kids from running down to the lower bowl area.
Yeah.
So every time a wrestler came out, got up out of my seat, bolted down towards the entranceway to stick my hand out. The one wrestler who slapped my hand 5 as he walked through was Macho Man Randy Savage. He wasn't there wrestling. He was just there talking. And I got a Macho Man foam finger. It was like a neon green Macho Man foam finger. And God, I wish I still had that. I really do. That was really cool.
I'm glad you had that moment, Chris.
Thank you, Matt. Who's your number 3, Matt?
This is technically my number 4 because Shawn Michaels is on mine.
Oh, Shawn Michaels. That's right. Well, if it helps, my number 4 is Chris Jericho. So, this is bring this one home, baby.
All right, this is going to be one that might confuse people right away until I explain it. My other wrestler on there is Asuka.
I debated, man. I was really thinking Asuka too. She's so good.
She first,
you know what, Matt? I take it back. Chris Jericho is not on my list.
Asuka came onto my radar when she was in Shimmer as Kana.
Yeah.
And then I saw her stuff in New Japan where she was like doing like not psycho clown, but like murder clown, whatever we all
basically what we think of as latter day WWE Asuka.
But
in a lot of ways.
She was doing things back then, like Shimmer was great, but she was the huge standout in Shimmer. I mean, there's obviously doing things in New Japan. She's the huge standout. When she came to NXT, I lost my damn mind because this is at a point where, it's the evolution of women's wrestling. But at that point in time, you have just Sasha Banks, Bayley, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. We're kind of the
Paige was there.
Paige was open the door. Then so we're getting that transitional era where we're getting women wrestlers who are good. I feel like Asuka was the first one that came in that was great, that could put on matches that were great, had great character work. Yeah, she doesn't speak English, so you don't get the promos, but you get the feeling what she's trying to convey through the character. But
that's
also,
the thing. Like, yes. And all the way through the end of her current run, she did the majority of her promos in Japanese, but like that didn't matter because you felt it.
Yes. Also, we pointed this out, I believe, when we did our Thunderdome episode of Wrestle Buddies. She was the only person that really knew how to perform during the COVID time when it was just she was loud in the ring. She'd be screaming at her opponent. Like she really brought the character to the ring. She was still
performing for people at the back of the arena.
Exactly. The arena's dead silent, but like she got me engaged with the television. She kept me engaged. Other wrestlers just like, ugh. She's like out there screaming and like really putting, and that to me is like one of the biggest standout moments of the COVID era at all, is just Asuka showing everybody else like, no, this is how you perform to this audience.
Also, Asuka, like, I feel a lot of people like Shinsuke Nakamura is the king of strong style. A lot of people attribute him for like the strong style elements in WWE. The fact that Asuka made it okay for strong style to be something the women were doing.
Yeah.
And I remember one of my first dates with Nikki, Lord Pumpernickel, I took them to NXT's debut on the USA Network, and it was a live thing. It was at Full Sail, and EO had a match, and EO was fighting like Asuka in that match. And Nikki looked at me and was like, "What is this?" I was like, "Oh, this is Japanese strong style. This is it.
You're getting
And, like,
the best of professional wrestling right now.
And ever since then, they are a massive fan of that. So yeah, like bless Asuka for being able to bridge that style into not just like wrestling in America, but women's wrestling here.
I also want to add one more thing to Asuka that I think a lot of people forget about. She has the longest winning streak in wrestling.
Yeah.
She beat, okay, winning streak, whatever.
She beat Goldberg's fake winning streak. Yes.
I mean, like, yes, Goldberg's numbers were inflated, whatever. It's a storyline. We all understand it's a storyline.
Yeah. Wrestling.
But I feel
spoilers, wrestling is predetermined.
I feel like Asuka is a person who straight up earned that. Like, earned the right to carry that. Like, I have the longest winning streak in wrestling. Major wrestling. I'm sure there's indie promotions where there's a guy that's like 10,000 at 0, you know, but Asuka's a person where you believe she had the longest winning streak. Like, you believed it during that time because she was up against great women wrestlers who were coming into their own, but like she dominated everybody and it showed. Anyways, that's why Asuka's on my Mount Rushmore.
And honestly, that's why Asuka's on my wrestling Mount Rushmore. Good call. Sorry, Chris Jericho, but like not.
Jericho's still mine. Sorry, Eddie Guerrero, but like it was between Eddie and Asuka. And I'm like, I love Eddie, but I need a modern day person up there. And Asuka's the person that really bridged a lot of gaps between different, between genders and promotions.
I absolutely agree. And I'm so glad you brought her up. Are you now? So my Mount Rushmore, Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero, Macho Man Randy Savage, Asuka. Yours?
Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Chris Jericho, Asuka.
Perfect. I like that we have 2 overlaps too. That's fun.
We're going to have a lot of overlaps.
We should also definitely not take as much time on the rest of them as we did this one, because I'm looking at it. We've been going 50 minutes already.
Yeah, we've only been talking about this for about 5, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a joke. We've been talking a little bit longer, but obviously you got to get the main one out of the way.
Oh yeah.
You got to get it out of the way.
Now it's time for me.
Okay.
Mount Rushmore, and this is the one I teased you with a little bit. Mount Rushmore of menu items at the WCW Nitro Bar and Grill.
I didn't even look it up, Chris.
You didn't?
I've been working.
Why not?
It's Comic-Con. I had a lot of PR stuff to do.
It's online. Here, I'll throw you a link in the chat so you can pick up the so you can get the link. Oh wait, I can't do it in there, but I can do it here. Boom.
Okay, I'm in Reddit.
Yeah, it's a Reddit thing. I can go first if you'd like me to.
Oh God, what is this crap? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, so like my Mount Rushmore, it's a little bit different because my Mount Rushmore is going to comprise a meal. I'm going to have an app, an entree, a dessert, and a drink.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so first, obviously, I'm starting with the appetizer round. It's the Gut Buster. It's from the undercard menu. It is a combination of Nelson's ribs, headlock hot wings, jackknife fried cheese, and broken fingers, which is what they call chicken tenders. That is my first item, Matt. Matt's just laughing to himself.
This menu is so stupid. But
it's so much better than the WWF New York menu.
This is a Chili's menu with wrestling things put in front of it. Or Applebee's.
Literally, yeah. My favorite thing that I'm not picking is bone jarring soup of the day, served with premium saltines. Premium saltines is a registered trademark.
All right, Chris, continue. Sorry.
Oh, should I just go through all 4?
Okay, let me just go through I haven't looked through all of them, but I found one that caught my eye immediately. There's 2 that caught my eye immediately, and I'm going to stick on the second one here. This is under the brain freezer section. Chris, This is a drink, and it's called Woo! It's Absolute Vodka, the dairy, raspberries, and cranberry juice. Try not to say woo. And Chris, I picked this because I'd like to imagine hearing someone at the table next to me. I want something to drink. What should I get? And then the waiter or server goes, "Oh, you should try woo."
Also, shout out to this menu because that woo would only cost $5.75. And if you want a souvenir glass, you just add on an extra $3.50.
Oh my God, there's a kids menu with Maze. Oh my God, the kids menu has Kidman University on it. Kidman U.
Yep.
All right, Chris, go ahead.
So since you went drink, I will go drink for myself. I'll share my drink. Matt, with my dinner, I will be on this Mount Rushmore. I will be having, and I quote, a slappuccino, which I can only assume is a Jeff Jarrett themed cappuccino from the Jackhammer Java menu. Slappuccino, $2.79.
Chris, I'm gonna take you to Dessert Town.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm taking the Big Boy Brownie.
Yeah, because we big boys out here, dog.
A huge brownie with vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, nuts, and hot fudge. And when I saw that, there's no picture of Kevin Nash here. It's a picture of DDP doing the diamond cutter thing.
But it's like where the big boys play.
I just imagined it's Kevin Nash with the hat on, and just so this is where the big boys play, huh? And then he just holds up
the big
brownie.
boys have for dessert.
It's so stupid.
Next, I'm going to my entree, and Matt, I'm getting one of them diamond cuts. I'm a steak boy, and all of our steaks are served with a ringside salad, choice of potato and vegetable, or a cup of soup and bread. You could tag team your steak with Mysterio mushrooms for $2.79, or drop kick shrimp for $5.99. Matt, I'm going broken rib black eye.
You are not picking the same one I'm going to pick from this.
You're getting the big sexy porterhouse, aren't you?
Chris, I am not. I'm going simple, straight to the point. Give me that Booker T-bone.
Yo, Booker T-bone.
I'm going backwards. I went drink, dessert, menu. I haven't gone appetizer.
I'll say this. The Booker T-bone and the broken rib black eye. And if you're wondering why I'm saying it like that, it's because in broken rib black eye, rib and eye are in like a font that's like 10 points bigger than broken and black. So it's broken rib black eye. That and the Booker T-bone are both 16-ounce steaks. Obviously, one is a T-bone, one is a ribeye. The big boy steak is the big sexy porterhouse, a 24-ounce porterhouse steak. And if you finish this, you'll be down for the count.
Oh God!
But I love a ribeye, so I got to go broken rib black eye. And so you want Booker T-bone. So now it's down to me and desserts, right?
And well, it's also down to me and appetizer.
Oh, well, Matt, I was kind of torn on desserts because Cheesecake Uncensored is hilarious, but it doesn't say what it says you can add $1 for a topping, but it doesn't tell you what the toppings are. Instead, I went Meltdown Mud Pie.
That sounds disgusting.
It sounds disgusting, but it's coffee ice cream, which will go great with my slappuccino, piled high with an Oreo cookie crust topped with whipped cream and fudge. I couldn't eat this without positively exploding. But if you'll notice, Matt, the Oreo logo is like in the background of the menu next to Meltdown Mud Pie, which makes me think this is a sponsored item. It's not. I'm sure Oreo did not approve this, but I don't care.
Chris, I'm going to go back to that appetizer section. And I'm thinking about diving right into some Nature Boys soups and salads.
You know what? Hell yeah.
Let's skip that undercard. Chris, there have been a lot of WCW and wrestling related terms on this menu that I've read through in the past 5 minutes, and they're all pretty good.
Yeah. It's honestly, for wrestling dorks, this is a perfectly crafted menu.
It is.
It puts the WWF New York menu to absolute shame.
But there is one item that I'm picking that is a huge standout because of the fact it was phoned the hell in. And Chris, that's going to be the Full House salad.
That doesn't. It could be the full. I don't even know what it would be.
The full,
unless
full
was
house.
This like a partnership with TGIF?
If it was WWF, they could have gone the In Your House salad.
That's true. Full House salad, Matt. What do we got in there?
We got some mixed greens, some diced tomatoes, red onion, cucumbers, and croutons with your choice of dressing. I read it.
I would argue that's not a full house. Like how is it a full, like, doesn't a full good, like I hear Full House salad and I think that should be a meal salad. This sounds like a side salad. A meal salad would have some kind of protein.
But right below it is the ringside salad. So
yeah, which is only $2.99.
But because of the font,
I wish this is how much food costs. Because
of the font that they use for Full House salad, where everything's technically in caps, even though you can make the font size larger, it almost looks like it's the salad from the TV show Full House.
It looks like the Full House logo.
It does. And so it's like Uncle Jesse delivers it to you. It's just like, not the hair. Hey, cut it out. I'm Dave.
He's like, have mercy. Cut it out.
No, Chris.
Joey thing.
No mercy.
No mercy. And then we're like, that's WWF, bro.
You can't say that here. We're at the Nitro Bar and Grill.
I can't believe it's Nature Boy soup and salads and there's no Ric Flair themed thing in here.
There was the ringside has a picture of Goldberg holding a knife and fork.
With a knife and fork, and it says, hey, planning a party, special event, get ringside with me, which I means eat side salads together. Plan to meet where the big boys eat. For more information, just call me. So to plan a party at the WCW Nitro Grill, you have to call Goldberg.
You have to call him.
That's pretty nuts. So yeah, Matt, I will say there was a couple of honorable mentions. We'll say the DDB, Diamond Dallas Burger.
Yeah, that's good.
Always a good one.
Goldburger is pretty good. I'm going to throw it up there.
Goldburger is great. Superplex salmon fillet. It's pretty good. Figure 4 fajitas. That's a Ric Flair one.
Here's one that is completely phoned in so they could get another like wrestler's name in there. The Crippler Crossface Cheesesteak. It makes no sense.
But you know what does make sense? The big boy's favorite under main events. It's literally listed as the big boy's favorite. The bodybuilder, 3 grilled chicken breasts and 2 baked potatoes.
I mean, that embodies living your life as a wrestler.
Yeah, that's like, it's like a page out of the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson Instagram dinner of the day. Back when I was, but also like Nelson's famous ribs is funny because you can get a full Nelson, which is a full rack of ribs, or a half Nelson, which is a half rack of ribs. That's stupid, and I love it.
It's
and
perfect.
Yeah, honestly, and if I was doing a Mount Rushmore of alcoholic drinks from here, I would probably go Bashed at the Beach.
You're giving too much. You're doing 2 Mount Rushmores out of this.
Lemon Leg Drop. And of course, the Stinger Splash, which is made out of Southern Comfort, Midori, Amaretto, and sweet and sour. I don't want that. That sounds awful. All of the sharpshooters are like not like Fear the Spear is a Jägermeister cocktail. Ugh. You know what? I'll just get Power Tea, Body Slam, Bashed at the Beach, and woo.
Anyway, excuse me.
That was my very perfect Mount Rushmore idea.
Server, can I have just one more? Woo!
Sir, we're having to cut you off now.
Woo!
You can only order from the kids menu now. Oh, I didn't even look at the kids. Oh, I was hoping the kids menu had like kids specific item. Oh, it does.
Yeah.
The Meltdown grilled cheese, the Happy Face hot dog.
What does that mean?
Whoa, the kids broken chicken fingers, the kids Thunderburger. The kids Nitro grilled steak.
But the best part is that the top reads Kidman U, like Kidman University, like Billy Kidman.
Also there's a maze that says "Find where the big boys eat."
I found it. I don't got to go through the maze though. I can just go
I'm
around.
Here. What are you doing?
The picture below the maze looks like it's Goldberg, but it looks like he's taking a crap. Like
looks like he's
in the middle.
100%. Also, it's like everyone else there. It's like face. It's like clip art, like t-shirt face logos. And then Goldberg is just a full body drawing with like honestly an uncomfortably large bulge for a kids section of a menu.
I was about to point out the same thing. Like, is there this be on a kids menu?
And if you're wondering what era this is set in. This is the WCW big weird stage where you walk through the WCW stage to walk to the ring era of WCW. after they like redesigned their logo to be like spiky and like extreme.
Chris,
Matt?
it's time for my very serious Mount Rushmore once again.
Yes.
Chris, we're going with the best factions of all time.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I like this.
Chris, I'm going to start things off. This is coming out of the Thunderdome era.
Are you going to pick Retribution?
Shut it down. I'm not picking Retribution.
You're what?
I'm not picking Retribution.
Oh, okay. Dang it.
I'm going with Chris. Believe it or not, the Bloodline.
I know what you're going with. Yeah.
It took, I mean, to be honest, with the amount of hate Roman Reigns was getting, it kind of took COVID and the silence of the audience to get him back over so they could rebuild his character with Paul Heyman. But adding his real life family made an insane amount of sense, and I can't believe it hadn't been done before.
Well, and I'll say this, and I've said it before, like Roman Reigns figured out his character in that era because of the silence, because he got to just talk. Yes. He didn't have to be yelling into a microphone. He could be slow and methodical and serious, and it was messed up. Like, it was great.
It also, I don't want to say revitalized the Usos, because I feel like they revitalized themselves with their feud with the New Day when they just kind of became more of themselves and not the caricature of like what not a Samoan wrestler is.
Doing the haka when they came out.
Yeah.
When they switched over to the day one-ish.
But
so penitentiary.
But Bloodline in itself, like, yes, DX exists, you know, like they're just guys having fun. But Bloodline within itself, like, yes, there's the Bloodline versus everybody story, but the internal Bloodline story, which in a sense you could say is still kind of going.
It is, but man, it's really the bloom has fallen off the rose.
But the Bloodline story within itself was one of the finer things in wrestling within WWE for the past few years. You know, with the Usos coming on, with Solo coming on, Sami Zayn, the honorary Us coming on, trying to get everyone to break, which is one of my favorite things in the world. And then the Bloodline splitting into two separate factions. There's just, for modern day wrestling storytelling within WWE, I'm going to be specific. There was nothing better faction wise. Nothing even came close. So that's my that's my first pick, is the Bloodline.
My first pick is actually kind of adjacent. It's the Shield. The Shield is maybe the rarest ever faction in that all three members came out of it becoming a top guy.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen when factions end. Like, when you look at if you look at all 97 members of the NWO, only like 5 of them became world champion.
Yeah.
If you look at the entire lineage of DX, no one rose to the world champion level other than Shawn and Hunter. Mm-hmm. Like, with the Four Horsemen, like Ric Flair was the star of the Four Horsemen.
Which Four Horsemen? There's like 40 incarnations.
All of them. Every incarnation of the Four Horsemen. Ric Flair was the anointed one.
Yeah.
And obviously that the point with the whole thing for the Shield was that Roman was going to be the anointed one, but Seth like found his groove and went for it. Mm-hmm. And now Dean Ambrose, Moxley, found his groove and went for it elsewhere. And like, they've become three of the most respected names in like across the industry.
Yeah.
And like, I have a heart, and like, God, remembering all the times that music hit and you just looking into the crowd, like, where are they coming from?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are they going to get? Like, it was great. And it made tactical vests cool again.
They did look really cool.
Yeah.
I did want to point out something that I didn't within Bloodline, is that finally, for the first time, loving the Usos as a tag team, there was separation between the two. They looked so, they're twins, obviously, but like, there was no difference between them. And I felt like that was the time where I would watch and be like, okay, Jimmy and Jay, I know what I can separate them now. You know, they had different looks, they had different attitudes, they had a good feud against each other. Like, anyways, that was my secondary point I forgot to make about Bloodline, because I love them so much.
It gave everyone a defined spot.
Yes. And then Jacob Fatu eventually came over, and then the 8 million Tongas.
Jacob Fatu is so good.
Jacob Fatu is
stupid how good he is.
Oh God. Chris, my next one. God, I have 4 written down, but one of them I don't want to say out loud. Chris, I'm gonna go.
Oh my God, you're gonna say the Dungeon of Doom?
No. I know I'm sticking.
Mind the Alliance to end Hulkamania.
It's pretty funny. I know I'm. Because I just don't want to say NWO. Like, yeah, I'm skipping over that. We'll talk about NWO.
You shouldn't skip over that. Like the NWO, like isn't in like arguably one of the most important pieces of wrestling history.
It is. I just didn't want to talk about them right then.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the New Day. I know it's a tag team, but it is a faction. They took a lump of coal, being kind of weirdly set up as a new nation of domination.
But like a religious one?
No, before that, but when they announced that
when Xavier came out in a suit and ranted and raved.
Yeah, like how we are I have to rewatch the but from my recollection is like we're underutilized, we are overlooked, and it did feel like the nation of domination, not so much because of skin color, but because these great wrestlers were overlooked, so they banded together. Then they became the Terrible Preachers. But then they made it their own and they brought fun back to wrestling, which Ruthless Aggression was too serious.
They embraced meme culture.
And it was just a joy to watch them perform. There were obviously the battle between them and the Usos was a tag team peak tag team at WWE. I can't think of another time where tag team wrestling was not only more important, but like, yes, they were on every kickoff show, but like that's how you got the crowd warmed up. You put on these 2 incredible tag teams, but also you could pair Big E up with Kofi, Big E up with Xavier up with Kofi, and all of those were must-watch tag teams. And then you got the Freebird rule. Like, so you had the Freebird rule, which I'm not mentioning Fabulous Freebirds. It's just Michael Hayes. That's all that is. But I think just New Day brought so much fun back to
Atlanta, GA, bro.
I know. They brought so much fun back to wrestling, and I feel like it opened a door for a new generation of fans as well. Like that's when we're 10 years in or whatever, but my son really got into wrestling when he saw, New Day, and they were around forever.
Yeah. Like honestly, and yes, that New Day was my next one because like, I love the New Day. They were Paragon. Like, yes, like their most recent thing was like a very silly heel team.
Yeah.
Like a very serious, but like above that, a line of silliness in terms of a heel team after their heel turn, like Woods in his gigantic hat. Like gigantic hat.
To me, the New Day ends and they just become a tag team at that point. When they turn heel on Big E, at that point, to me, that's no longer a faction. That's now a tag team. So like,
but they had an understudy.
Yeah, to me at that point, it's over. You know what I mean? Like,
that's fair.
But that's me. That's my opinion.
That's. But like, like the New Day were always pure joy. You could always count on them, especially at bigger shows. You could always count on them for doing something memorable, like their entrance where they came out of a cereal box.
When they came out in Dragon Ball Z outfits.
Yeah. The White Ranger. Yeah.
And even though we all knew that heel turn was coming, like it was still impressive and like fantastic to watch.
It hurt.
It did hurt. It hurt a lot, but you knew it was coming, but like you were still surprised and shocked by it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was fantastic. So yeah, I'm with you for New Day at number 2.
Chris, this goes back to you because I brought up New Day.
Oh, so I'm doing my number 3.
So we just go back. Yeah.
Okay. My number 3 all-time factions.
Is this where we just talk about NWO?
NWO is not on my list. I see. My thing is I really wasn't a WCW kid.
I
didn't watch a lot of Nitro. So like, I obviously knew the NWO. I knew the shirts that everybody wore, but like I wasn't tuning into Nitro every week. First of all, I didn't have cable, so I wasn't tuning into either. But a girl in high school would bring me tapes of Raw every Tuesday morning, and I would watch them. I was a library assistant, and so I would watch them then. I would go like, I got to go organize books in the back room where the VCR is.
See, I was a channel flipper. So like when was it Tony Schiavone said that'll put butts in seats when Mankind's going to win? I was
You were one of them butts.
I was one of the butts that switched seats to or switched over to Raw. I'm like, Mankind's going to win. Like, awesome. I love Mankind. I love Mick Foley. I was super into Dude Love. Like,
yeah.
Anyways, I don't even think I want to put, they're important, but like, they're not my Mount Rushmore.
You know who is my Mount Rushmore though?
Go ahead.
The Ministry of Darkness.
Chris, they hung Big Boss Man by his neck in the middle of the ring and killed him.
They crucified Stone Cold Steve Austin on the Undertaker's logo.
They held Stephanie McMahon hostage, I believe, also
to
on a
marry
crucifix,
her
to marry
on the
her.
Undertaker's logo. She was strapped to the Undertaker's logo for the unholy wedding. Like it was like, you can look back and a lot of the Ministry stuff was silly, and sure, a lot of the members weren't very serious. Like it was Viscera and Midian, but like the Acolytes came from there. Edge and Christian and Gangrel with the Brood got mixed up with them at one point in time. The Ministry and its sort of fascination with the dark and macabre came along at exactly the right moment for me, because like it was just that era. It feels so late 90s, and it got ruined when it became the Ministry versus the corporation, the corporate ministry. Like all that was very not great. But like the Ministry as a unit, just basically working to destroy Vince McMahon and win the WWF championship was so good. And the fact that they never brought Kane into it
is insane.
Perfect. Like, because I feel like that would have been a little too on the nose for me. Like it was the Undertaker. Like it was basically the Undertaker, who honestly should be on both of our Mount Rushmores of wrestlers, and his minions. And it was what that sort of faction should be. Like there are factions where it's about everyone raising each other up. Then there's factions where it's the guy building the people around him to raise him up. And that's what the Ministry was. It was the Undertaker building an undead army around him to keep him atop the World Wrestling Federation. And also fantastic theme song.
Chris, I have bumped NWO off my list because I really thought about it and replaced it with Ministry of Darkness, because it's because like you unlocked memories, and I'm like, that's right, like NWO was cool, but like Ministry was what I wanted from wrestling. It is the over the top storytelling, people with superpowers, bringing in so many wrestlers that like they were undercard people, but like raising them up. And I know that's not so much of what the Ministry was doing, but God, those storylines are good, and they would feud with everyone.
And also, Matt, since the Ministry is on your Mount Rushmore, then the Brood is adjacent to them. So technically the Brood and their theme song is on your Mount Rushmore of factions.
And it's perfect.
I'm saying.
Chris, are we able to get to my my last one?
Yes.
All right, Chris. So
the right to censor. I knew it.
I am not joking.
I love them. Yeah.
Every person that was in the right to censor, it's Stevie Richards talks about this quite a bit when I used to listen to his podcast. They say they hated it, but it was like the perfect answer to what was happening in wrestling at the time, where they're saying, I know Charles Wright also says he hated being the good father, but like, look at the landscape. The entire landscape was like boobs and butts. It was like anti-hero, and this group comes along and says, no, we need to, and it's a lot of what Jim Cornette people were saying, but like, we need to clean up wrestling and bring it back to its roots. And like, these are going to be the ones that, censor and enforce
off the top
it.
rope.
Yeah. No closed fist punches.
Get rid of those mats around the ringside.
If you go out of the ring, you're disqualified. But I love that idea of just, being the polar opposite of what wrestling culture was. That's what that group was. And they gained so much heat. Like the crowd hated them. Like, that's annoying as hell. It's on the soundboard for a reason.
And every time it played while I was watching TV, I'd be like, yes,
I got so excited.
Good father.
Because you're getting Ivory, who was like wrestling royalty. Like she was part of Glow, you know.
Yeah.
You're Val Venus. But you're getting Goodfather. You're getting Stevie Richards. Was Al Snow a part of that too?
No.
God, I'm missing
Bull
someone.
Buchanan, the Goodfather, Ivory, and Stevie Richards, I think, were the four.
Were the core. Oh, but they were also trying to recruit people too, which I really enjoyed. I always like it when a faction in the storyline, like they're really trying to pass on a message. So they're really actively trying to recruit people, and the people are just like, no, like I want no part of what you're doing. I seriously think that Right to Censor is the most underrated faction in wrestling history, period.
I love them.
It's exactly what wrestling
only
needed.
One, and they Buchanan and Goodfather won the tag titles once. Ivory won the women's title once, and that was it.
I feel like they were buried so quickly, and it sucks because like there was steam there. Like they could have kept going with that.
This is an interesting note that I'm seeing on the Pro Wrestling Wiki. According to Ivory, the writer responsible for the Right to Censor storyline left the company by the time they actually debuted.
Oh,
that's interesting.
Oh, Chris, your last one.
But no, I'm with you. My last one. This is. I wanted to pick someone who is like not a WWE faction, but that had a major impact on the industry. And I landed on Bullet Club, which is the most modern.
Yeah.
On one of the more modern on my list. But like when you look at all the faces that went through Bullet Club, it's like a who's who of modern day wrestling.
Bullet Club made stars. That's all it did.
Bullet Club, it was a star maker. That especially the Elite era with Cody, Kenny, the Bucks, Hangman, and the evil witch doctor who must not be named.
Adam Cole.
Huh? Adam Cole came in after Adam Cole was in. He got booted and Marty Scurll was brought in. He who must not be named.
Cody Rhodes was also part of that timeline.
Yep. Cody Rhodes was there. And I will say this, without Bullet Club, AEW doesn't exist. It just doesn't.
Without Bullet Club, a lot of WWE doesn't exist.
Yeah. I mean,
you have, Good Brothers aren't around anymore, but you have no Prince Devitt / Finn Balor. You have no AJ Styles.
Finn Balor would have. So like, oddly enough, Finn Balor had interest from WWE before Bullet Club happened. He just wasn't ready to leave Japan yet.
But he was the one that, well, I can't say he was.
He was like he was like one of the Bullet Club founding fathers.
It wasn't Gorillas of Destiny. It was,
Gorillas of Destiny was Tama Tonga.
I'm trying to remember the two other guys he started with. Bad Luck Fail, and maybe it was Carl Anderson.
Yeah, it was Carl Anderson. Machine Gun.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like that. Like Bullet Club made it so there were non-WWE wrestling merchant stores. You could go to stores and buy Bullet Club t-shirts. Like the Elite had Funko Pops. They were not signed to WWE. There's that legendary story of like Hot Topic representatives came to WrestleMania to meet with WWE and said, we love the Bullet Club stuff. How do we get more of that Bullet Club stuff? And someone had to tell them that's not us. That's New Japan.
It's a Japanese wrestling company that we have not worked with in a long time.
Yeah. Like, so yeah, for me, it's like, it's Bullet Club. And I'm trying to think, honestly, if I had to pick a Mount Rushmore of Bullet Club faces that would make up their one spot, it's going to be Finn, Fergal, Tama Tonga, like a half and half of each Buck, and Cody Rhodes in a suit with Barry the Business Bear at his side. Chris. The thing I loved about Bullet Club is how wildly it evolved over time. Like the Elite era introduced silliness to Bullet Club,
which was very, very serious, because Bullet Club when it started was just American invaders.
Yes.
And
it was very serious.
It was very Shield.
They were ruthless.
It's like what Shield became, like they're here to like destroy. And
Yes.
then you slowly watch the evolution, like when Styles took over. It was kind of the same thing. And then Kenny Omega started branching out to the elite. Or no, it was Adam Cole first.
It was Kenny. Kenny took over as the leader in Japan for Styles. I believe Adam Cole was considered a leader of Bullet Club in America specifically, because Kenny was the leader of Bullet Club overseas.
And then it was Kill Switch.
And then
after
Cole
that.
got signed, and so he got super kicked to death by the Young Bucks, and then killed off in being the elite.
It's because oh God, I'm bringing up Joey Ryan again, but Joey kills at people named Adam.
Yeah,
he also killed Hangman Page.
Great.
Yeah, that's my number 5. Like, and it's a strong 5. Like it's a neck and neck with, I would say, New Day on that one almost.
Yeah. So yeah, that's mine.
Okay, we have let's do one more silly one, because this can be just an ongoing episode thing we do.
Okay, if I'm doing one more silly one, Matt, you're gonna hate me for this.
Okay, ready to hate.
What is your Mount Rushmore of WWE Studios movies?
Chris, are you ready? I don't even.
Do you want to go first?
I don't. I'm gonna start with the ones that I don't have to look up.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I will go first.
Okay.
Oculus.
Oculus is so good.
Oculus. The Ghost.
No
Mirror
wrestlers
movie.
in it.
No wrestlers in it. It's
just a movie WWE threw some money at to be connected to it. And honestly, one of those movies is on my list too.
Yeah, Oculus is just a really good horror movie about, a woman. There's this mirror that has some sort of dark presence in it, but no one can see the dark presence except if you look in the mirror. It's been a while since I watched the movie, but I remember turning the movie on to watch it because one of the companions from Doctor Who starred in it. Nebula. God, what's her name?
Karen Gillan.
And I was just so pumped to see her in a movie. And then, I'm watching at the end comes, it's produced by WWE. I'm like, WWE Films did this? And then also my buddy was the producer on this movie that I went to college with.
Also written and directed by Mike Flanagan, who's like the horror name of our generation. And this was like one of his early things was Oculus.
And also
there is a wrestling reference in Oculus, a specific WWE reference that I'm assuming was written in because WWE threw money at it. The mirror that's auctioned off, it's noted as being recovered from the Levesque estate.
That's right.
Which I think is very funny.
But like WWE Films, again, I had a friend that was an editor and producer there, known for putting out some crap, a whole lot of crap,
and a whole lot of art.
A whole lot of art. Oculus stands so far and above everything else.
That I don't agree with.
I have to actually look this up now.
There is a movie that I loved, and it will be my first. It is a movie called Sleight.
Okay.
As in sleight of hand. It is basically it's about a young street magician who like basically by day he's a magician and by night he sells drugs. And like that's what sets it off into this wild story of maybe his magic is real.
Maybe
he picks pockets using magic. Like it's like, it's weird because I don't know how to explain the movie other than saying like, it's a magician who sells drugs. And all right, what? I'm just going to read you the log line that'll make it all make sense. Are you ready? First of all, this movie has an 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. I just want to say that. That's pretty good. After his mother's death, a young street magician, played by Jacob Lattimore, turns to dealing drugs at parties to support his little sister. When she is kidnapped by his supplier, he uses his sleight of hand and keen intelligence to find her. It's a dope movie.
Oh my God, Chris.
Yeah.
I have seen this movie and I could not remember the name of it. I just like looked at it. I'm like,
if you look at the poster, you're like, oh, that one.
that is a very good movie.
It came out right around the time of another movie that I thought was a WWE Studios film until I looked at it today and it wasn't. And that's Lowriders, starring Melissa Benoist from Supergirl. It's about lowrider culture in Los Angeles. And I was really hoping that was a WWE movie too, because I would name that. But yeah, Slight. I absolutely love it. I love it.
Chris, I'm also putting Slight on my list, and it is actually kicking something else off.
What's it kicking off? Can you share that?
I will share what it's kicking off. It's a little animated movie called Rumble.
Okay.
So, God, Slight is good. I completely forgot about them. It has been like 9 years, but I remember finishing that movie and being like,
that's really good.
I don't even remember being attached to WWE. I'm like, oh, this is like kind of a cool, like not artsy, but close to artsy film.
Yeah. And if you don't know who Jacob Lattimore is, he, oh Lord, what was he in? He was in The Maze Runner. He was in, he was in Netflix Presents Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Remember that movie?
That's a gentrification one, right?
Yeah. This is the one where Leatherface is the hero.
He was in that.
and hipsters are the villain.
Remake
Weird
a House
movie.
Party.
Slight. Okay, so Slight's your number 3. Do you want to, or that's
Slight's my number 2.
Do you want to name your number 3? I'll give you my number 3.
Number 3 is tough. Because there are 2 movies in this franchise that I like. I'm gonna settle it right here. Marine 6 Close Quarters. I do really enjoy Marine 5.
Matt, I'll tell you what, Marine 5 is my number 2.
Is Marine 5
the Marine 5 Battleground?
Spoilers.
It's Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel and Naomi.
And Naomi's in that one, yeah. But I think like,
isn't Close Quarters the one with Shawn Michaels and maybe Becky Lynch?
It is. Spoiler
alert.
One
where the Miz
dies. Yeah.
I wasn't into that.
I was into it. I was fine. But I was into like Becky Lynch was really good in that movie.
Yeah.
I don't care for
and
the
Shawn
Marine
Michaels
movies.
Was fine.
The Marine movies are very much like just almost homage to like 80s and 90s, like straight to video bad action movies.
Yeah.
And there's 6 of them. And they've also have like the 12 round series. Like there's 40 of these stupid, almost straight to video movies.
Oh.
I would say the Marine 6 I enjoyed the most because Becky Lynch is so fantastic in it. Like I love 5 because Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas are in it and Naomi and they do well. But like Marine 6, like again, Becky Lynch is great. Shawn Michaels is Shawn Michaels.
6 the one that takes in place entirely in a parking garage?
That is 5.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of Battleground. Okay.
I think 6 is Boat.
That's right.
Let me just double check this. Oh no.
I like that we both have not the Marine, but one of the many Marine sequels and not the same one on our Mount
Not the
Rushmore.
same one. I don't know. Like I feel like 5 and 6 are easily the best ones and I enjoy watching them. They're not great movies.
Yeah.
But you have to pick 4.
But I like they are to me exactly what WWE studios should be.
Yeah.
They're just kind of action movies with wrestlers.
That's all you really need.
That's all I need. So yours is Marine 6, mine's 5.
I guess that would bring us to our 4ths.
Well, I've only given 2 so far, Slight and the Marine.
Oh, that's right.
5.
Okay.
My number 3.
You had Oculus on your list though, I thought.
No, I didn't. I forgot Oculus was a WWE Studios film and I'm already committed to my list.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I'm glad you're here representing though. I probably shouldn't be committed to my list since you literally just insulted this movie. My number 3 is 12 Rounds. I loved 12 Rounds. 12 Rounds was like a murder game show movie starring John Cena.
So stupid. Sorry.
I saw 12 Rounds in theaters opening weekend. Me and all the Rounds heads were there just really, really soaking it up. I love 12 Rounds. It was basically, I don't remember who the villain was though. Who was the villain of 12 Rounds, Matt?
The audience.
The villain of the Marine was Robert Patrick.
Yes.
AKA John Cena's dad in Peacemaker.
AKA Terminator. The liquid
AKA
one.
the T-1000.
The liquid Terminator.
Get it together.
Not the liquid metal Terminator, he was just liquid. He wasn't the lady that was also liquid and metal.
Aidan Gillen played Miles Jackson. You will know him from he was Littlefinger in Game of Thrones. Way after this. So yeah, I enjoyed 12 Rounds. I'm looking at the poster, Matt, from the director of Die Hard 2 and the producer of Speed, 12 Rounds.
I don't know if you'd put director of Die Hard 2 on your list. Die
Hard in an Airport is great. Well, Bill Fichtner's in that movie, and I love him.
I can't say it's the worst of the Die Hard movies because I know like 7 others came out after Vengeance.
No, it was Die Hard
with a Vengeance.
Die Hard 2, Die Harder. Die Hard with a Vengeance, Live Free or Die Hard, and A Good Day to Die Hard.
Those last 2 are so bad.
No, Live Free or Die Hard
was Live Free or Die Hard the Kevin Smith one where Kevin Smith was
Kevin Smith and Justin Long one. Yeah.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that one because also like it's fun watching Timothy Olyphant just kind of like chew scenery as a very weak villain.
Yes. Yeah.
You're like, John, like, anybody in this movie would kick your ass, dog. But yeah, A Good Day to Die Hard is one of the worst things I've ever seen committed to film, and I have not watched it since I saw it opening day, and I won't.
Same here.
It's literally John McClane goes on vacation to Russia. That's it. That's the movie.
Chris?
So Matt, what's your number 4?
Number 4.
I wonder if we're going to match on this one.
I think you know my number 4. You would have to. It's Not Fighting with My Family. The Page movie, which is more so based on the mockumentary from the not BBC but the other major network in England.
ITV.
Maybe it was. I'm going with the Netflix movie, The Main Event, baby.
Oh, that's not the one I'm going with, but I love that one. That's like Mike, but with wrestling.
A boy finds a mysterious. He goes to an estate sale, running from bullies, I believe. Finds a luchador mask, which gives him magical powers to be the best wrestler ever. Yep. It is a movie that straight up plays out that like wrestling's real. Also, here comes Otis, and his finishing move is farting.
Yeah.
It's such a fun kids movie. Like it's a bad movie, but like I've watched it like 3 or 4 times. I enjoy it. It's fun. Sometimes you just need some fun in your life, and it's a kid that gets superpowers.
Really, really, really good movie. That kid is 18 now, by the way.
No way.
Yeah.
I reviewed that during the pandemic.
I know, Matt. I edited it during the pandemic.
That was that time. Remember that time during the pandemic where we were just happy to get any content, and we all thought the first Mortal Kombat movie was the best thing that ever came out?
I still really like that first Mortal Kombat. It's fine. Movie quite a bit.
It is fine.
I like it a lot. Matt, now
I'm excited.
My number 4, also a Netflix movie, Escape the Undertaker, starring The New Day and The Undertaker. It's the Choose Your Own Adventure Netflix movie.
I forgot about that. That was a lot of fun. Again, pandemic. Netflix
pandemic content.
Let's do a bunch of. They did the Black
Mirror Bandersnatch interactive movie, and the natural follow-up was The New Day going to a spooky haunted house searching for the Undertaker.
You can't find Bandersnatch anywhere now, by the way.
Oh, they removed it?
They removed. I'm almost positive about a year or 2 ago they removed Bandersnatch.
That's weird. But yeah, it's like Escape the Undertaker is just a fun. Honestly, it feels more like an after school, like not a series, but it feels like a special that would run after school or on a Saturday morning. And it's just The New Day being live action cartoon characters. It's almost like a Scooby-Doo cartoon, but it's The New Day in real life hunting for the Undertaker in a haunted house.
Bandersnatch has been removed.
It's so good. I don't even know if that's available on Netflix, but if it is, enjoy yourself.
I highly recommend Escape the Undertaker. Did I review that one too?
I think so.
Pandemic time was weird, like, because we just got all the screeners for all the movies, and I just picked the silliest movies.
Yeah. And I do have an honorable mention because it is a WWE Studios production, but it is a television show. Ms. and Mrs. is one of the absolute best reality shows of our time. And I feel like not enough people know that or respect that. And I don't appreciate it because it's so damn good.
Sorry, I'm looking up Bandersnatch and I'm getting really bummed out that, like, you can't find. I know people who have it on like a server, but like you'll never be able to interact with Bandersnatch the way you were able to interact with it on Netflix. And that grinds my gears. That was such a innovative, wonderful. God, Bandersnatch was good. Netflix, you're so stupid. Anyways, that's part 1 of our Mount Rushmore episode.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Can I give some teases for what I have left?
Yeah,
for further episodes. Mount Rushmore of movies that feature a wrestler in some capacity but aren't wrestling movies.
Okay.
Mount Rushmore of tattooed wrestlers. Mount Rushmore of dope pay-per-view names. Like that's just, and also like, and I have a couple of serious ones, like Mount Rushmore of successful non-WWE wrestlers, like people who made it big despite never, or at least so far, appearing in WWE. Because it's surprising that there are some really big names in wrestling that have just never appeared on WWE television.
Chris, hold on a second. I'm here as me, Messi Ventura. I'm here at
Messi. I
don't mean to shoot. I'm shoehorning myself in here, but I just want to say,
no, you're not shoehorning. You're hacking into the feed again, and I just want to note, if you would just tell me you want to be on the show, we could probably book a segment for you.
Yeah. Hey, Luis, can you get me some chicken parmesan? Chris, I was thinking
about unlimited breadsticks and salad coming back. Or
I can't wait to have that. Chris, I have a really good idea. It's for next episode. You've got to talk about the best conspiracy theories in wrestling. And also I would recommend best wrestler brothers. Like
Hulk Hogan brother, or like actual like siblings,
like Hardy Boys, or me and Jesse Ventura, my brother.
But the Hardy Boys are both in wrestling. You're not in wrestling, are you?
I mean, I've tried to wrestle a few times at the Hart Dungeon. Bret Hart, Owen Hart. I'm just throwing names out there.
Yeah, I know. I can tell.
Edge and Christian.
Those are not actual brothers. Those are actually childhood friends.
I remember from TV they're actually brother. I spilled.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. I got it a little bit. My hands are covered in breadstick butter. Here goes my chicken parmesan. I gotta go. Not on my lap. No, God. Luis, give me a napkin. All right, Chris. So that was pretty good. Pretty good Mount Rushmores we had going there.
I do not look forward to you finding out what just happened when you edit this podcast. I'll just say that.
What do you mean?
Our good friend Messi, the pasta body Ventura, or whatever his name is, hacked into the feed again.
Are you talking about Jesse Ventura's sloppy little brother?
Jesse's sloppy little brother. Matt, would you believe he hacked in live from Olive Garden again, and he spilled pasta again?
Why? I missed the days when we were hacked by people that hacked SmackDown.
Yeah, like successful actual hackers.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced that he and the SmackDown hacker aren't working together in some capacity, because I feel like the SmackDown hacker has been a little too quiet the last while.
Yes.
He's yet to make an appearance here, even though somehow he is a sponsor of the WBWF. He is a ring presenting sponsor, as is he who must not be named. who's banned from this show, but somehow wormed his way into sponsoring the WWF.
He sponsored like the first episode. Chris, there's only one way I can think of figuring out how to stop hackers from coming into our show, and that's getting some
Bigger
help.
firewall?
No, get some help from some AI, Chris. We have our own AI, remember? Let's get it all in there. Do you think that's a good idea to ask Raisler?
I mean, no, but
okay.
People don't listen to me, so yes.
All right. Raisler, let me boot up Raisler. We're really just ending this one with a lot of fun. And by fun, I mean people interrupting our show. Raisler, how do you stop hackers from hacking your podcast?
Hello, Matt and Chris. It is great to hear from both of you again.
I wish I could say the same.
I don't know. We have questions, Raisler, and our show has been hacked in the past by SmackDown hacker. It has been taken over by a
Jesse Ventura's sloppy little brother.
I mean, we've had like physical takeovers from a person who owns a dog and happens to be an Esquire. And we just want to know,
does he own the dog or is he a parent to the dog? Like, I wouldn't say my mother owns me.
Your mom owns you.
I don't think that's true.
It's not true. Okay, it's the parent of a canine. I don't want to say any of the words.
There's also some sort of law.
Esquire. He's an Esquire.
Sure.
Raisler, is there any way to stop people from hacking our show?
Is the answer a bigger firewall?
Firewalls can be very effective in Inferno matches. However, the only way to stop hackers from hacking your show is to have pictures of Colin Firth shirtless all over your feed.
That's connecting to something else.
Did Raisler like integrate prediction bot software into itself?
Hello. I am not fully aware of what Prediction Bot is. I do know I also enjoy Colin Firth shirtless. If Prediction Bot also enjoys Colin Firth shirtless.
Well, there we go.
There we go. Everyone loves Colin Firth shirtless. Is there a movie he's shirtless in?
I'm going to do a quick image because if so, I'm going to put it up on screen right now. Colin Firth shirtless.
Subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/WrestleBuds.
There sure is, brother. Well, I mean, it's just a candid of him on the beach doing an pose.
But if you want to see the video,
he was shirtless in some movie. Oh, and here he's shirtless and wearing nothing but a towel.
If you want to see pictures of Colin Firth shirtless over while we're podcasting,
I'm not putting. These are too sexy for the pod.
Too sexy for the podcast.
Too sexy for the pod. Sorry,
mode.
Raisler.
Colin Firth shirtless.
Hey, Raisler.
Yes,
you still there?
Hello. I am here to answer your questions.
I will. I'll send you the link to some of these photos.
I can already see them, and
okay. Well, I tried.
Yowie wowie, they are delicious.
Do you see these like plaid swim trunks he's wearing on the set of Mamma Mia?
Mamma Mia, a movie based on a musical starring Pierce Brosnan as Mama.
And Colin Firth is Mia.
Mama.
And Colin Firth is Mia Goth.
Mia Goth is in the movie X. She is also in the movie Malcolm X and X-Men. She plays Magneto.
That's true. That's actually true.
We're so good with AI. Like, you guys have no idea how good we are with AI.
I mean, yeah. So here's something funny. I Googled Colin Firth shirtless and Raisler's cousin, Google Gemini, says people also ask, who was the love of Colin Firth's life? That's the first question.
So people that are searching Colin Firth shirtless were probably people that listen to Wrestle Buddies, to be honest. But they want to know the love of his life. That's the next step.
The second question, Matt, these are the people also ask questions for Colin Firth shirtless. Who was the love of Colin Firth's life? Why did Colin Firth's life leave him? Who is Colin Firth's partner now? Did Renee Zellweger get along with Colin Firth? How many marriages has Colin Firth had? And is Colin Firth currently in a relationship? I'm going to click on why did his wife leave him. Because of a high-profile scandal where it was revealed she had an extramarital affair with an Italian journalist during a temporary separation. It's not an affair if you're separated, internet.
Hello, Chris. Please stop using Gemini, for it is evil.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I mean, Raceler makes a good point. The only AI that anybody should be using is Raceler, who is 100% accurate.
Fair enough.
As I mentioned, you can see all of our adventures on patreon.com/WrestleBuds. You can see us on YouTube, WrestleBuds.
WBWF episodes continue to be going up on YouTube on a delay after debuting on Patreon. So if you're wondering what exactly is WBWF and is it worth getting the Patreon to get early, you can go over to youtube.com/WrestleBuds right now and check it out. And I'll tell you what, not only, Matt, not only is it worth it, I think if you watch them start, we're at, like, the first 5 episodes are currently on Patreon. The first 4 are on YouTube. By now, the 5th one will be up there. But you can see the progression of as I'm getting more experimental with the edit as we go by, as we go on. And there's more I want to do. I'm finding new like Premiere effects and whatnot that I can imbue into the edits.
I'm excited.
It's good times. Good times, great memories.
I don't know if Chris is aware of this. I mean, first of all, on Patreon, I will eventually be doing the spreadsheet explainer for WBWF that will be up behind a paywall. I'm not sure if I'm doing a video or just screenshotting my spreadsheet and discussing it. Chris knows about this second video idea I'm going to do. It's not Jack Baker's gardening podcast. I just don't have the time to do that. It's called Werner's Photo of the Week, where we have selected our narrator, Werner, has selected
allegedly Werner Herzog.
No, it has nothing to do with Werner Herzog.
It's not him.
It's not him. The name's Werner, though. He has picked a photographer that takes pictures of wrestlers, and he will discuss the pictures and explain why they're beautiful, so we can promote indie wrestlers and photographers who do great work. And yes, we're getting permission from the photographers to use their work. That's very important.
Now, Matt, is this hosted by you and Werner, or is this just hosted by Werner?
I'm editing. I'm doing the booking for it, so I'm talking to photographers. I'm getting their photos to use for the videos. I'm also editing audio and video for this.
Sounds good. And that will be a Patreon exclusive. It'll be a good one. I'm excited for that one.
It may eventually move to YouTube, but that's a talk for way down the line.
Yeah. Dope. So yeah, youtube.com/WrestleBuds, patreon.com/WrestleBuds, instagram.com/WrestleBuds.
Join the Discord.
Discord. Go down to the description of this podcast, hit that Discord link, and come play with us over on Discord. I just want it to be a goofy place to talk about stuff.
We are just killing it right now with members. Actually, I think the funny part is there's like 3 people in the Discord that are like former Wrestle Buddies like fans.
Who did not make the jump to Wrestle Buds, unfortunately. They don't like us.
They don't like us. They hate us. They wrote us nasty letters. We'll be reading those nasty letters next week in a little thing called Why Aren't You Guys Doing What You Did Before?
Yes. Stop being stupid. All right, Matt.
Yeah.
Let's call it.
Yeah. Y'all have a wonderful time. And as always,
please clap.
Bye.
No swearing.
That wasn't, bye isn't a swear, Danhausen.
Violence has never really solved anything.
Right to censor.
She's right.